Good morning, my dear students. Hope you all are doing well, staying fit at home, doing your studies regularly, and helping your parents also. And I'm very sure that you must have learned a lot of things during this period from your mom, from your dad, and helping them out in their work also. Good. Now, I'm Pooja Naidu from Holy Hearts Educational Academy, and I'll be taking your maths. And today we are going to start chapter number 4 of your maths NCERT book, that is basic geometrical ideas. Okay, children, you have heard about the word geometry before also. You must know that this word geometry has been taken out from the Greek word which is called geometron. Geometron. It is the combination of two words, geo and metron. Geo means earth and metron means measurement. Okay. When we do the certain kind of measurements for architectural use or for some constructional use, it all includes in this branch of maths that is called geometry. Okay. This is how we are going to start our geometrical session. To start with it, we are going to take the very basic thing, the startup of the geometry, that is a point. Point is made by a sharp tip of a pencil. It is a mark made by a sharp tip of a pencil. The sharper the tip of the pencil, the thinner will be the point. Okay, and you will ask me why this point is used. This point is used to locate anything. If you see map, and if you want to locate the capital of any of the state, you locate it with a dot, you locate it with a point. So this is how point is used for. And when we join these points together, it forms line. But there are certain conditions. The point should be collinear. Collinear means they should lie in a same line. I'll show you how. See children, I told you this is a point. If I am going to draw zigzag point, we cannot join them together to make a line. Okay, but if the points are collinear, means if they lie on the same plane and same line, and if I join them, I'll get a straight line. Clear? So this is how we get a line by joining the points. Secondly, as we have done with the point, now you must remember that how should we name the points. The points should be named by the capital alphabets. Point A, B, X, Y, Z, whatever. It should never be denoted with the small alphabets. Clear? Okay. Now next is the line. Line is something like that which does not have any end. Line is endless. Okay. A straight line. It has got no ending point, starting point and ending point. That is why when we draw a line, we put two arrows on both the sides. If I am going to draw a line like this, I am going to put two arrows because this can go in both the directions. Okay. So line is represented by small alphabets like line P, line L, line M, like that. Alright. Now, next is a line segment. Children, you know what is a line segment. You know the meaning of word segment. Segment means a portion. Okay. Portion means portion of anything. Like if I want to take a small portion of an indefinite line, that will be called as line segment. And since we have taken a small portion, it will be definite length. It will be of definite length. So line segment has got a definite length, while line is indefinite. I have seen many times that if a question comes in your paper and you are asked to draw a line segment, you put arrows there. It is absolutely wrong. If you are putting arrow, that does not mean, that will never show that it is a line segment. You have to be extra careful, children, while mentioning line and line segment. Line segment has got a fixed length. If I am going to draw a line segment, it will have two end points, starting point and ending point. So I can write this line segment as line AB, and it will be represented like this. Okay. While if I am going to draw a line with an arrow and going to write L here, so this is a line. This is a line segment. Similarly, if a line is having only a starting point and no ending point, this one, it has got the starting point, but it does not have a end point. Okay, so this will be called as ray. This is called as ray. Why we call it as ray? Why do we call sun rays? Tell me. Because sun is the only source from where the light is falling to the world, right? It does not have any end, but the source is only the sun. Okay, that is why we call sun rays. It has got the starting point, but no, not the end point. So today you have learned the basic geometrical things, that is point. When we join the point, we get the line. Line does not have any definite length. The line with a definite length is called a line segment, and a line which has got the starting point and not the end point is called a ray. All right, now next point is a curve. Curve means what? The line which is not straight is called a curve. All right, so you are going to study in this chapter about lines, types of lines, like parallel lines. Do you know what are parallel lines? The lines which do not meet at any point. They are straight to each other, exactly straight. They do not meet at any point. Okay, the distance between the two lines when it is same at all the points, like the railway tracks, the edges of your books, the sides of your table, they do not meet at any point. So those are called the parallel lines. Then what should be the opposite of parallel lines, children? That is the intersecting line. That means if the line are intersecting at some point, if I am drawing two lines, with same distance everywhere, like your ladder. If I draw a ladder, the ladder, you know, the CD, it has got two parallel lines. Okay, but if the lines are crossing at some point, like this point, what these lines will be called as? These are called as intersecting points, because these lines are crossing each other at some point. So what is the opposite of parallel lines? Intersecting lines. All right, so you must be able to differentiate between different forms of lines. When the line is not straight, it is zigzag, it is called as curved lines. And curves are of two types, open curve and closed curve. This chapter you are going to write the definition of all these things. What is line segment, draw a small figure regarding to the definitions, and about the curves also. Open curve, closed curve, the points which are inside the curve or inside the line, on the line, exterior of the line, all these things will be covered in this chapter. Okay, so today I have given you a very basic introduction about this chapter. In the next video we will be continuing about the angles, how the lines are made and they form angles and other geometrical shapes also. Okay, so I hope you are provided with the stationaries and you are having the books also. So go through this chapter and try to write the definition in your own words and solve the exercise. Okay, all the best, stay safe and keep studying. Keep yourself engaged in some creative activities. Okay children, bye bye, take care.